Ladies and gentlemen, book talkers and masked men, whoever you may be, we are the Shady Book Club, and it has officially started. Today, we have the most delightful, the most intense Christina, known as, look at books out already, DM Octavia. This lady has had me and Shah in an absolute tailspin this week. Wild. But as well as Christina, we have the beautiful. That'd be you, sweetheart. Shah, introduce yourself to the people.
Hi, I'm Shad, the other part of Shady Book Club. It's me and Anita that have started this book club, and we seem to stay around the genre dark romance. That is our forte, but we do branch out also.
Hey, baby.
It's something that we both love to talk about and felt we should take this to TikTok and other platforms to kind of get the girls involved and just talk about books because we adore them.
Spread the love. Okay, so as we have the beautiful Christina who have just, is this your first book, Christina?
Yes.
Wow. You've hit the ground. Listen, you haven't even hit the ground. You've just set it alight.
Well, I hope so, but it doesn't feel like that, to be honest, because it's really hard at the beginning.
Give it time. Give it a minute. Like the fire you have to stoke the fire, and we're stoking the fire tonight. Okay. But yes.
I'm not a patient person, you know.
Sorry.
I am not a patient person.
No, me neither. Tell us about your book. Tell us about Chasing Obsessions.
I don't know what do you want me to tell without spoiling it?
No, I'm not saying tell me everything. I'm saying where your ideas came from, why you started writing.
Honestly, you already know one of the MMCs named Cage.
Yes.
Some of his personality is inspired by a toxic ex of mine, which I'm going to explain more about it, but in part 2, because if I'm telling you now, I'm going to spoil everything, you know.
Okay, fine. Keep your secrets, Christina. We love it because we want to read about it. But I do have some like quick fire questions. Nothing too intense, and I'm pretty sure you already know what they are. So this is your first book. I don't need to ask you that. How long did this process take you from the first time you started typing to it being in my hands or on my
It took something like 6 months, but not because I was in a slump or something like that. It was more like because of life. Things happened. I had to stop. I took like 2 or 3 weeks of break without writing. And yeah, that's why. But the ideas were inside my head, you know. I knew what I want to write, but I just couldn't write.
Why do I feel like 6 months is a really quick time for a turnaround of a book?
It really is.
I think you've done amazing. 6 months doesn't feel like that long a time, does it?
Well, yeah, but the idea of publishing a book, I mean, I had it, I don't know, since I was a teenager. But it wasn't about a dark romance book, more about things that happened in my life. But I think I processed this thing like a lot, and I decided that I don't want to reveal what happened in my life because some secrets needs to be kept.
Fair enough. Okay. What do you do outside of writing? Do you have a 9 to 5? Do you have a job? Do you have a side hustle? Or do you just write?
Yes, I'm a self-employed and I work as a rope access technician, like upseller.
Okay.
On the ropes, on the buildings.
Wow.
So you're not scared of heights then,
I was terrified. I was. Because I don't think it's not a normal thing not to be scared of heights because we are born with this fear, you know.
Yeah.
It was terrifying at the beginning, but well, I took like 6 months break because since I started writing Chasing, I took I'm off from work. But if you ask me to go now on the ropes on floor 7 or something like that, I'm gonna shoot myself.
That would be not very nice for the people below you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, awesome. Well, you've already told us that one of your characters, my favorite one, maybe I should call your ex, was based on your ex. So that's one of them questions done. I want to know your biggest, when you're reading, what is one of the things you get the real ick about? Like, what is your biggest turn-offs with, like, books?
Biggest turn-off would be books written in third person. Even if you tell me it's like the best book ever, I will not read it. I have plenty of books like that. And I'm sorry for all the authors that send me those books because I wanted to support them, but I can't. I tried. I read like 10 pages and my brain is like, no.
I think what book
I get angry.
I totally agree.
there is a character in a book and he speaks in the third person all the time, and it's meant to be comical, like he does it to be pretentious.
That's okay. That would be okay, but if the whole book is written in third person, it's not for me.
Yeah. No, I hear that. I hear you.
And another ick, I don't know.
I love it.
Obviously, whatever involves an age gap bigger than 15 years, because come on.
Because come on, yeah. For me, with the age gap, it has to be done. It still has to be done tastefully. I prefer if the woman was in her 30s, let's say, because a silver fox should be older, not 40, because that's wild. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but when she's 20, no.
Yeah, it's a bit much. Bit much.
Mine's unless it's fantasy and he's like 300 years old and she's 30. Like,
yeah, those fantasy age gaps.
I think I can deal with that because it's fantasy, you know, and I don't think someone lived 300 years.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're talking about a vampire who's lived since the beginning of time and he's fallen, I get that.
Yeah,
that I can understand as a passable age gap, not like certain people are being arrested.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
We listen and we judge.
Judge a lot.
What did you want to be when you were young? When you were little, Christina?
A vet or a writer.
Vet. Well, you've hit the jackpot there.
Yeah, but I couldn't do the vet thing because if I see a hurt puppy or kitten or whatever, I'm crying. So no, it's I can't.
That's super sweet. Okay, give us a popular book that you didn't like.
Let me think. I think would be, but I don't know the author. Would be Ghost of Halloween.
Ghost of Halloween. I'm not sure what that is. Did you read any of it, or did you just?
Yes, I've read like 70% of it.
And then you just cut out. Fair?
Yeah, because it was like 95% plot, smooth, and 5% plot. So it was basically corn.
Basically, sometimes that's okay. So someone agreed. Lou said that it was terrible.
It was, and I wanted to like it because the cover is nice, but
it's on his shelf as well, on Gray's shelf to read.
Yeah, I think Lila Faye. Yeah, I think so.
Lila Faye, right? Joan, I don't understand what you just said. Okay, hon. But yeah, okay. I love that. I think it's so easy when you're in like the book talk world to get swept up with a popular book and then everyone's just like, yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love it. And then when you think you don't like it, you just feel a little bit
disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Because it was so hyped. And I was expecting to be good, but I love Lila Faye, but not that book. I've read a lot of books from her, but not that one. It was terrible.
Fair. Absolutely fair. Okay, what else do I have? Tell us your goals for 2025. What's next? What's your goal?
Depends. If you are asking me for my personal life or my bookish life?
Give us both if you feel like it.
Yeah, of course. Well, for my personal life,
Yeah, go with personal life first.
I really want a baby
Ah.
because I'm 31 and I want a baby. I feel bored. I want a mini me.
The world needs a mini version of you.
Exactly.
Let's face it.
So,
I had my son at 31, and I feel like I've aged 31 years since. So, yeah, what you wish for? No.
Well, yeah, but I was a little bit scared because I was like, I even told my mom, like, I'm almost 32 and I don't have a kid. Like, when it's gonna happen? And she told me, take it easy. It's gonna happen when it's gonna happen.
And the more you focus on it, the more you stress yourself out about
Yeah,
it,
exactly.
the harder it gets. You need to go on holiday, get good and drunk. That's what I did.
Or maybe going holiday and make a baby and come back with a kid.
That's what drunk sex is good sex. So there you go. You might make it while you're on holiday. Kids age you. Yes, they do age you in the best way. I completely
I want him or her to age me.
Yeah, of course they will. There'll be grey hairs in your hair.
yes, a lot.
Oh, I love that. And okay, and your bookish life? Tell us your
I want to publish as many books as I can.
do you have a number? Just so I can keep track of
Yes, for the moment. So I published this one. I'm currently working on the second one, which is gonna be Liam's book, one of the MMC.
Mm-hmm.
And I am planning, I'm not sure. I'm gonna think about it. It's either publishing the third book to be the part 2 of Chasing,
Yeah.
or just to keep going with the standalones, with Damien's, Cage's book, and then the part 2. Because I want to make them interconnected, you know. This one is already interconnected with the series, with the duet.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if people will be patient enough to wait that much for the second book. See? They're already asking for part 2.
I feel like my level of the level I've trauma bonded with your first book, I feel like I could quell my angst about it if I get book 2 sooner rather than later. But I'm not mad at it because I'm really intrigued to understand each of the characters more as we get it for the second book as well. So it's kind of
then I probably the third book is gonna be part 2. So you're all gonna be happy.
I'm always happy as long as you're giving me things to read. I'm happy. Do you have any questions, Shah?
I just loved the difference of opinions from this book. I felt, I mean, obviously Anita's obsessed with Cage, but for me it was Damien. I mean, the amount of messages I sent her after that scene with Damien in his house with the you know what, like I had to lie down. I was just like, what? It was so good, and it's weird when you read a book and the detail's that good that you can physically feel it, and I think it was so well written.
Thank
and
you.
I came away and I was like,
Why it freaked me out because it was so well written that I could not feel it on me.
yeah.
And I don't like that. So I was just like, if that happened to me in real life, I would just pass away. That'd be it.
Same.
I would completely exist.
I've just had to approve Nicole's comment that says, I'll take both in a sandwich and I'm the filler.
Oh, my kind of girl. I love that. They're so good. Your descriptions, like the reason why I want to know each character individually is because they just seem so formidable in the book, like such big characters, all 3 of them. And you get these little inklings as to who they are as people. And you're just like, but why? Why is they like that? Why are they like that?
See, that's why I want to make the standalones. after part one, so people will understand why. Because I got a question from someone. She wasn't in the arc, but she read the book, and she told me that she doesn't understand what is their job.
Yeah. What is their job? Yeah, and I think that is a very valid question. I wasn't too concerned. I was just falling in love with each character, but I completely understand, like, what is their job? Why? Yeah. So are you going to answer that question?
I mean, it's in the first page. He said, like, the client wanted to pay me to end this piece of shit, and I didn't take the money. What's the job?
No, I get what the job is. It's more alluded to than spoken about in the book, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be rude, but this is how I am, because it's for me, if I read something like that, I understand what the job is.
Yeah.
But that's why I am doing all the standalones. I already explained like a lot in Liam's book.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to explain everything from chasing in Liam's book, so I don't have to make the other two standalones and then the part two. So I'm gonna publish Liam's book and then part two, and then if you guys want to read the other standalones.
Can we just say as well how, I won't go into details too much because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but how crazy the other girl is in the book.
Was her name Beth?
Huh? Say that again, please.
So the other lady that was in the book that was with Liam.
Clara.
Page.
I completely messed up her name. Who's Beth? Yeah, her energy was.
This is not a spoiler. It's basically his girlfriend.
Yeah, Liam's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was
a bitch. Well, not a bitch, a slut.
Yeah,
that's it. That's it. She loved it. She was living her best life.
And that first scene, oh my god.
Yeah, the first scene, I was like, am I supposed to be reading this? I think it's my last question. What was the saddest or hardest scene, chapter, whatever you want to call it, to write?
For me, none. I'm honest, I swear.
You are I think that's the best part about talking to you. It's so easy to just get to the bottom of things. You're so brutally honest. It is so refreshing.
Yeah.
Like I was sending Christina, poor lady, like the fastest yammering voice notes going and this and that and she was just like, yeah. Did you enjoy it? And I was just like, no, or yes, or whatever. And she was, yeah. You're just one of those really genuine people that has not one F to give, and it reflects in your books, it reflects in your writing. And it's just been a pleasure to dive into your world via your books.
You know what the biggest problem is? I just got a phone call from my dad's best friend, telling me that his sister wants to read my book. She's 50 something, and I told him, you know that my book is with this and this and this? Yeah, no problem, she's gonna pay. Okay.
So you can't even stop her.
I'm not gonna pay for the therapy, if you ask me, but okay.
I'm still waiting for my check for you to pay for my therapy.
Nope. Can't afford that. I can't afford my therapy. What do you mean?
No, but if you pay for your own therapy, we won't get any more books. No, you need you need to stay unhinged.
Kate says my mum's reading it.
Okay.
No.
Hold her hand.
I love that. No.
No.
Well, there you go. She loves Hollow Hellion.
She likes Hollow Hellion, but your mum is badass. I've not read it yet. Hollow Hellion. It's on my TBR. And yeah, it looks dark. I love it.
It
Mum
is.
top notch. Absolutely, Mum is top notch. BookTok made me.
I told my dad because he kept insisting to bring him a book. And today, when I was video chatting with him, I told him that that's his best friend's sister wants the book, blah blah blah, and I told him some parts from from those chapters, like look, this is gonna happen in this chapter, this is gonna happen at the end. And the only thing my dad said, it was like, I think we dropped you in your head when you
Oh, I love that.
and that's it. And then he walked away.
I mean, if that's how he really feels, say how you really feel, Dad.
No, he is proud of me, but I hope he won't read the book. I pray to God because he speaks English, I think, better than me.
Oh, so yeah. I mean, please come back and tell us how that goes down if they do read your book, because I would be wildly interested in the commentary.
I told him that I'm gonna put it in a bag, or maybe just put scotch on all over it. Just you can have it just like this, It's enough for you.
Just give him the covers. Just give him, take the book out and just give him the cover and sign it. He'll be happy. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. I think I am done. Done with my questions. Anyway, I'm not done with you completely. Yeah, you've nailed it. You've absolutely nailed it. Well, see, there was no pressure. Does anyone in the comments have any questions for our delightful guest? And be kind, please.
And do not ask me for a date, for a release date, because I don't have.
Okay, so
and I will never have that.
Bar a release date.
No, at some point I'm gonna publish the second book.
Yes.
Because I cannot promise you, like, in 1 month it's gonna be published, and maybe something happened in my life and I cannot.
Of course.
Continue writing.
That's the best thing about being an indie author, isn't it? Is that you kind of have your deadlines up. Sorry, it's like flying in front of my face. Like your deadlines can be semi-moved. Will Nera have a book? One of the questions.
We are going to talk in private about this. No. Why would she have a book? Do you want for her to have a book? Are you really that interested in her?
Tell us about it, Joan. Are you really that interested in her?
No, she's just a brat. Trust me.
That's Joan, not Nera. Although, apparently she's not well loved either.
Exactly. See,
Kate's got it.
Yeah.
We want them.
I mean, if more people would like a standalone about Nera, yeah, I can do that. But isn't she get enough action?
Yeah.
She's busy. She's far too busy.
Even a story about Gavin. Who's Gavin, by the way? Let's see if you know.
Who's Gavin, by the way? Who's Gavin? You just finished. Who is Gavin?
Nicole, who is Gavin? If you want a book about everyone.
Gavin?
That's not the first boyfriend, is it?
Yes.
Nera's first boyfriend?
Yeah, so the one that
I'm sorry, but he's...
hurts her outside the house.
Oh, yeah. Gavin. I know Gavin. Gavin's a cool guy.
So, yeah, do you want a book about him?
No. What about if you give us, like, a flashback?
About him?
About Nera. And that might include him. Just an idea. Just, I'm slightly a creative genius, but just an idea.
See, even Kate says he's irrelevant.
He was irrelevant.
He was just one of her boyfriends, like, trying to build a relationship to be happy, but unfortunately he was a piece of shit. So,
but I feel like that's why that's when I fell in love with Cage, and now everyone thinks I'm crazy.
You are crazy.
I am, but that's not the
you
point.
and John. Because John just told me that she wants the book for Cage.
Yeah. And I am not afraid to read a really short book that is like with all the details. Like short, sharp, that'll work.
One thing that I was planning was this. Oh fucking hell! Just a second, I have a spider.
Oh Lord.
A little one. Yeah, I dropped it somewhere.
I would have to burn down the house.
Yes.
No, he's gonna attack me now.
So Sam is my bestie. She's just popped in. Everyone say hi, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
Hello.
Kate put, I loved Cage for 80%, but I think I'd love him more with all his backstory. I loved him at the beginning, and then as it got further in, the more like psychotic he got. I can't stand him.
I did have to raise an eyebrow at the dinner scene. So I was like, that's a little far.
Yeah.
But it's fine. we can get over
Is this that we can fix him?
Yeah, absolutely. Those red flags are waving.
Yeah, wait until you read his book. And then tell me if you can fix it.
I feel like out of stubbornness, I'm just going to say yes.
What's wrong with you? I think you needed therapy long before you read my book.
Probably. I'll give you that. I really wouldn't disagree at all. It's just...
I'm not laughing at the comments. I love psychotic. I'll fix him.
Yes, Nicole. I mean, if it's me, Joan, and Nicole, 3 against 1. Surely. Red flags, what are they? Book Talk made me. That's the perfect name, like, for real.
Yeah, I was telling before the spider attacked me, I promised myself that Liam's book is not going to be as dark as Chasing, but for me, Chasing is not dark.
Whoa.
It's really not dark. And I promised that Liam's book, it won't be dark, but unfortunately, I'm sorry, just in advance. I've written 2 chapters and...
You've written 2 chapters and already you're a little bit like, oh, maybe...
No, I have like 28 or 29 chapters already.
Oh.
But the last 2 chapters that I've written, they're a bit fucked up. I think more than this, more than Chasing.
Gosh. I don't know what to do with that. Now I'm just more excited.
Nicole said it's not dark. Not really. Yeah, it's not dark. Chasing is not dark.
Guys, like, I think we're completely missing the dinner scene. That's dark behavior. It's not pitch black, but it's dark. Like, themes in that are very, very dark. And I as much as I adore the guy, like, if that happened to me in real life, I would be...
Yeah, but no, I can't say it because I'm gonna spoil it. For me, the darkest part was the last chapter.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. But not the dinner. The dinner is... She was okay. I mean...
She was fine. She survived.
Yeah, question mark, you know?
I adore you for that.
I'm trying not to spoil it.
No, it's fine. We'll skirt around the edges. I mean, it seems like every single person that's read your book is here.
Yeah, exactly.
Friend Sam.
Oh yeah, she was unconscious. What's dark about that? She didn't know what happened.
But yeah, the last scene, I suppose, is the tip of the dark shadow, I guess. But it's just, yeah. I think, I don't know. As far as the darkest thing I've ever read, I can't say that this is that. Like, they're not on par, but that when you gave us hints of dark, girl, the lights went out. In the best possible way, obviously.
Yeah. But I'm not mad because I even say that it's not dark. For me, it's not dark.
I'm going to come and party with you one weekend and see what the darkness looks like.
I think there's definitely levels of dark, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, all different shades, huh? Did you get it? All different shades of
Give
dark.
me darker. Yeah, I'm gonna give you darker. Don't worry.
I'm worried about Nicole at this point.
Probably after you read part 2, you're gonna burn the book.
No, it's going to disintegrate in my hand.
Hello.
Reading between the brew. I love that. You don't see red flags, nothing. No, we can't see red flags in the darkness, is what you should say.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you because
Yes.
almost all of you read my book. It's my book, Why Choose?
No, she has no choice.
Exactly. Because I don't want to be rude, I don't want to be mean. Maybe she's here, maybe she's watching. Don't take it that personal, but take it personal anyway. Because she reviewed it with the trope why choose. And it's not why choose. I don't want to be mean. I'm just telling the truth.
I wouldn't say it was a why choose because I don't know. I've read why chooses and it seems more complicit. This girl actually has no idea that the two or three, like she just has no idea. So
yeah, exactly.
Not yet. Let's say in book 2, 3, or 4, if she like falls for them, then yes, it would be, I think, a why choose.
I can't see her falling for him. She seems like a one-man band for me.
Seems a bit like a wet blanket, doesn't she? Like the way she. I remember saying it to you as well, actually, Christina, saying how I didn't understand why she turned her back on Cage from the little comment that he made. From that one comment, she was like, no. And I was just like, what did he say?
Okay, can I explain it?
Yeah, if you want.
Because that's a little bit of my personality. Because if a man is demanding and dominating me in real life, like in a daily basis, like go wash the dishes, do that, fuck off, no. But if he does it inside the bedroom, yes, of course. So that was the difference. That's why she was like, fuck off.
A collective nod just went around the room. Yeah, a collective nod just went around every comment. No, I do get that. I don't think the comment was that intense. What did he even say? What were the word? Hang on. What he said? Don't be a brat.
Yes. Stop. Yeah.
Something like something along those lines.
Don't be a brat or something like that.
I was just like, okay, like you can. For me, that's the kind of thing that washes off my back. Like, if that's what you think I'm being, then cool for you. But still take me for dinner. I like free food.
Yeah, I mean, and they just met, and he already was calling her a brat. So,
no, I think it's because I know deep down that I am a brat. So I would have been like, yeah, well observed, sir. Well observed.
Yeah, but she went to a lot of toxic relationships with bad sex, so she had enough of that bullshit,
Fair. I hear it. Have you ever written a character, or do you ever have a character in mind that reminds you of yourself, or you just put implements in, dropping hints?
Neira.
Okay. So say her name?
Neira.
Yeah, I like it. Sounds nice when you say it.
Better when you say it.
I was listening to the translate, and I was like, it's not rolling off the tongue.
How does it say it? The translator.
Neira. But then it's American. The translator.
I mean, you can say it however you want. For me, it's like that because the name just popped in my head. It's not like name that I've seen somewhere. And Neira, for me, it sounds more melodic.
It's a nice name. I thought it was a nice name, but it just sounds cooler from you. Nera.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But you can add the I, Neira.
Nera.
No.
But you just roll your tongue so effortlessly. I have to really think about it. Oh.
Well, yeah, because I'm Romanian. See, even Romania, I say with r.
Yeah. Ah, love it. Love it, love it, love it.
So yeah, about your question, yeah, Neira is the one that kind of represents me, but I know you cannot see it in part 1, but I promise you're gonna see it in part 2.
Okay. I love that.
That's exciting.
So much coming. I'm so excited for you, Christina, because I love getting excited for authors. And like I find myself obsessed. And I'll be rooting for you. That's all I can say is I will 110% be rooting for you. To just keep going, girl.
Thank you.
Are you gonna be at what is it? Atrium Authors at the Atrium? Is that what it's called? What's it called? The event
Is that the Armory? Was it?
Huh?
Authors at the Armory.
What's that?
Yeah.
Girls, I
It's
don't know, because someone at some point asked me to build a street team, and I was like, "What is a street team?" I am a writer. I just write. I learn how to edit. I learn how to format, and I just publish. I don't even know what tropes are in my book. No.
That's just how talented you are. Let's be fair. October in Leeds. Yes. Are you going to be there, Gray?
I believe he's coming over for it.
Oi, oi. Jumping on a plane. Love that. Oh, God. Just knocks my...
I don't know. Someone asked me at some point if I'm gonna sell signed books, and I was like, "Dude, I have like a couple of 100 pages read in a day, and you want me to sign books?" Maybe one day, if God helps me to be not famous, because I don't care about fame. I want my books to be famous, not me.
That's fair. And your dress. He wears dresses. Oh. Well, I think you are well on your way. I think just stay consistent with all of it. Obviously, you have to play the dog and pony show, though, don't you, with social media and promo and...
Yeah, but TikTok is a bitch with me because, for example, I posted yesterday a video and I have like 100 views. 100.
Oh no.
That's terrible.
And I tried to promote one of it. I think it was a video with a cover saying that it's available on Kindle. Yeah, okay, I had like 4,000 views, but obviously they were people who are not into books.
Yeah,
that doesn't help me at all.
No, for sure. For sure. Pardon me. Excellent.
I think Liam's book is gonna be the first book that I'm gonna cry reading it.
Oh, reading it?
And writing it. I've never ever cried reading any books. But something is telling me that I'm gonna cry on this one. And I'm sure that this is gonna be my favorite one.
Amazing. So I asked Christina to send me a picture. To send me some of the spicy scenes so that we can do some live readings so that we get the live reaction. I don't know if I want to read spicy scenes with everybody watching, but I think we should definitely do it. So she sent me that the other day. So we are going to do like a live read along for anyone that's willing to get down with the trumpets with us.
You don't want me to read it, trust me. With my European accent, it's not gonna sound sexy.
Oh no, we're not gonna read it out loud because we're gonna give the book away. So we're gonna read it, and hopefully our facial expressions, we will let them tell the story. I think it'll be funny. It'll be a laugh. I'd love to do that. Crack on, get on, do it. We'll come and watch us, and we'll drag you all online, all on live. I mean, we've got what, 4 spots, plus the host, or 3 spots.
I think we can put more on, to be fair.
Yeah. Excellent. Kate, Nicole, you're on the guest list for when we do that. But once we have the book. No pressure, Christina. None.
Once we have the book, you said?
Yeah. Not that one. The one with the... Oh, is that the book you gave me all the live reactions for? Or for Liam's book? You sent me the bit of paper with all the numbers on it. Was that for Liam's book or this one?
For chasing.
Well, I've read Chasing, girl.
It's for chasing.
So when you do Liam's, that's what I need to know. So that I can see what, like, I can do a live read. It doesn't have to be all of them. Just so we can do like a live read along and we can all read that chapter together.
But how are we gonna read the chapter together if the book is not published?
I don't mean now.
Yeah, well, I have them. I even have Liam's one, but I was confused, girl.
Like, no, it's fine. Just when once Liam is published and we're all reading along, we can do a live one.
Yeah, no problem. But FYI is gonna be an MMF book.
Yeah, that's fine. Give me all the MMMMMs you like.
All the M's.
All the M's. Bring them here. Yeah, can I have a copy for research? I'll take that. I'll take that. For science.
Yeah. I have the worst poker face as well, so...
Yeah, no, I do. My face will tell you before my mouth does.
I hope I'm gonna get a light.
Yeah. It will be your first MM. That's
Yes.
cute.
Yeah, I mean, it's my second book, so yeah. My light bulb was held by this crow.
What the hell is that? Say
It's
that
a crow.
again. A crow, right?
Oh. I thought it was a dinosaur for a minute.
That's what I'm a boy mum, so I was like, why she got a dinosaur? I've read a few. Wait, let me say it again. FMs and some of the swords crossed over, but I haven't. And then there was all 4 of them, but the 2 M's were in a relationship as well, like separate. But that was great, and you will meet them too if you start reading S.R. Clarke.
Maybe it was something like Twisted Ink.
No, it was a lady. Now she's my absolute diehard. S.R. Clarke. She wrote Dangerously Safe, Dangerously Kept, The Prizes We Pay, and The Prizes We Win is coming out very soon. And she is literally an indie author that I became extremely obsessed with. They're on my TBR. Read them today. Start now. They are fantastic, Kate, I promise you. And then come at me and we'll talk about it because I've been obsessed with her for so long. But yeah, she has the whole Why Choose MM. I think in what I would call the 3rd book, but it's the first of the 2nd duet. Oh, I do confuse myself.
If we are talking about indie authors, can I show you what Amazon bring me today?
Yes, please.
Just a second.
I'm also on Joan Morven's ARC team, and I've just received... Oh, Declan! Look at him. He's so pretty.
So perfect.
That is...
Let me show you a bit.
What a man.
A bit so John won't hate me.
Amelia, your man's here. Have you finished, Amelia? Have you done your homework?
Oh, it was Amelia's. Yes, I remember. Oh my god, that's insane.
Such a gorgeous cover, isn't it?
Maybe the prologue.
What is that? Bring it closer.
Ooh.
Bring it to me.
Oh,
I could read it over and over.
my God. It is a story I could continually read.
That cover, Joan, you've absolutely knocked it out of the park. It's beautiful. The whole book looks
I love you, Joan.
We love you. The last 3 pages while listening to you guys. Get it done. So, Joan, we told Amelia to read Declan as like one of her very first romance books.
And she's literally nearly finished. That's
And she's
insane.
nearly done, and she's loved
Stop
it.
lying.
Who's lying? She helped you so much. I can believe that,
I didn't.
but I can believe it.
No, I didn't. She did everything by herself. All I did was just to support her and motivate her. That's all I did.
That's good then.
So she deserves all the good things because she's an amazing writer.
Yes.
And
Big
she
women
needs
support
to
the
start
women.
believing that. Because if not, I'm gonna jump right where she is and
I believe you.
Amelia, my darling, get in line. We all would love him. And first of all, he is way too old for you.
who? We want who? Declan?
Yeah.
I don't want Declan. I want Kian.
Oh yeah, the brother. Ian was the one who kept getting flustered, right? Or is that the middle one? The slightly cocky.
That was Connor.
Oh, I'm getting their names confused now.
The youngest one is Connor.
Oh, okay, yeah. I really liked Connor. I thought Connor was a sweetheart. I just wanted to protect him. But Kian, yeah, he was hilarious. I liked how he saw everything.
And by the way, John, where is my book? You want Cage's book? Where is my book?
Starting a battle here. Starting a battle.
I want Kian's book. I told her at least for my birthday. As a gift.
When's your birthday?
26 July.
Ah, I'm a June baby.
You're a Cancer.
Gemini.
Oh, yeah.
To my husband, look. About what? What did I miss?
Look what?
You got the arc, but I'm not too sure who for.
Who? I'm a June baby. Hey.
I'm July. I'm a Leo.
I'm June the 9th. And then we've got Reading Between the Brews, June the 1st. Another one.
We've got so many Junes.
The summer babies over here.
I've summoned them all. Amelia, same birth month as my nephew. 15th. Sam's a Scorpio. Yeah. Oh, and so's Joan. That's good stock there, Sam and Joan. 2 brilliant ladies.
Ah, so she's got the arc from Joan. I got today.
Me too. I nearly threw my phone because today has been actually really good for me. So when I saw that came through, I was like, and again, more things. So yeah.
At least you had a good day, because after I broke the light bulb, my husband came with a Hoover, and obviously the Hoover broke. So now I don't have a light bulb and I don't have a Hoover.
No.
All excuses to buy new things. I would like a new Hoover.
Yeah, but I had it like for 1 month.
Oh.
It was good.
Take it back. Be like, manufacturer's issue here.
Yeah, it has glass inside.
Fine. Just take the glass out of the bits they can see, and when they go inside, it'll be too late. Shotgun scene in Chasing. I want to know what inspired the shotgun scene in Chasing. Oh.
Why are you so curious?
Basically.
I was not prepared for that question.
It wasn't my question. That was from Reading Between the Brews.
Yeah, I know. From my friend Chantel, but still.
What's my sister's name?
what inspired me? My brain.
It's a good brain.
I don't know. My brain is a bit fucked up and I have a lot of bad ideas, but I didn't put them in the book because I didn't want to make it too much. But obviously it seems like you don't think it's too dark, so next time I'm gonna make it however my brain says.
Yeah, you need to know. Okay, well, I think you've got the go-ahead from everybody here to tell you to just go for it. Who doesn't love a shotgun? Yeah, see, the shotgun scene for me, more because when I was speaking, I messaged Christina and I was just like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. She sent me a picture of what it looked like, and I was just like, I'm going to end up on the no-fly list with pictures like this in my phone.
Yeah, because you had to understand that the muzzle, it's not like crooked or something. It was
thick.
and round.
What it was. It was thick.
Because even with Cat and Mouse Duet, the gun scene, I'm still thinking, what type of gun?
Yeah.
Used, because I even said what type of shotgun it is. So you can prove that you can really use it for that.
It's okay. We're going to start group therapy. We'll meet. We'll do a separate live for group therapy, and we'll pull in a therapist, and we'll just talk out our problems.
You know what I love as well? I find that usually when you're waiting for book 2, you kind of grasp what's going on with the storyline.
Yes.
With you, I have no idea what's going to happen. Absolute zilch.
To be honest, I had no idea either when I was writing.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Because I'm not putting idea. I did at the beginning. I think half of the book I've put ideas on the paper like this is going to happen in chapter 1, chapter 2, and so on. But at some point, it was like I felt like I was forcing myself with those ideas because, like, let's say in chapter 1, he's going to take the taxi and go to Dubai. And I had to create all of the scenes just to get to Dubai. And then it was stressful. And so I erased everything because the main idea, the main idea was like Cage to be in love with Neira just because she looks like she looks like his mom. Or another idea was that her father killed his mom to be like a revenge thing.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, but it's not that.
It's not that. No, it's not that. But I do like a little bit of revenge loving. And then he actually falls in love with her, even though it was set out to be revenge.
No.
Saying it is. I'm just saying. I get it. I like the idea. It's brilliant.
So Amelia has finally finished Declan.
I'm proud of you, darling. It was very good. It was very, very, very good. I would suggest Chasing Obsession next. Because you just do it.
You're just dropping her in.
And because they are different.
Yeah, and they're very different. And I'll be here to hold your hand. Okay?
See, I feel this love-hate relationship with Cage. I totally get it.
There's no hate here. How can you hate the man?
Honestly, I was hating Liam so much, like so much, as John, because I was talking with her while I was writing, and she was asking me a question about him, and I was like, fuck that piece of shit, I don't care. I didn't, at some point, over half of the book, I realized I didn't even describe how he looks like. That much I was hating him,
Do I remember what he looks like?
Yes, of course. Because I'm writing his book now and I'm in love with him now.
Okay. So we'll get more of a full description. I was trying to think if I remember a description of him. But then, honestly, I don't remember a description of Cage, and apparently I love him, so...
No problem. We have description here.
And now he's tall.
You are so right, Joan. Poor Liam. I do think he's a pretty hard time for most of us.
What do we want to know?
What have you decided that Liam looks like?
Wait a second. So Liam, dark black eyes,
Ooh.
slightly tanned with few scars, the skin tone, covered in tattoos, including the neck.
Oh.
I don't know how to read the inch height. 6'8", 6'0".
6 foot.
Yeah, 6 foot.
Yeah.
Muscular body, but lean, not bulky.
Okay.
Brown medium hair, like more brownish, blackish, something like that.
Okay. So dark hair, dark eyes, 6
Yeah.
foot, athletically like muscular. Yeah, I totally could.
Do you want us to hear the flaws of or personality traits?
Yeah, shoot. Why not?
So, for personality, he is loyal, fiercely devoted to Cage. He is playful, mischievous streak, and loves teasing. He is charming, resourceful, quick on his feet, capable of improvising in any situation. Fearless, thrives on danger, using humor to mask the intensity of his actions. And he is observant and persuasive. That word. Persuasive.
Persistent, persuasive.
Persuasive.
I feel like Liam is the male version of me. Just everything you just said, I'm like, sounds like me. Sounds like me.
I hope not.
I use humor to hide things too. I love it. Maybe not like violent things. I don't do that, but yeah.
Well, the unique trait says he uses dark humor. He's unpredictable, protective mask, bold, and magnetic.
I'll take the magnetic part. I love those though.
Oh, I don't.
So you want anybody else?
Always give me Cage, please. Do you know what? I need to know more about Damien. That freak, I need to know more about. The way I feel he is unwell, I cannot.
Yeah, he has a sad story life.
So he's allowed to be a psycho because he has a sad storyline.
Yes, and because he's the oldest from them, they are like friends since they were kids, and he was the big brother protecting them all the time. So yeah, what do you want to know? Looks, emerald green eyes, slightly tanned skin tone, one tattoo. No, it's not one tattoo. It was one tattoo? I don't remember.
I feel like they all had a matching one. Or did he have, wait, was that Frank House completely?
I don't remember. 6'7". Again, body muscular but not bulky, because we are not having like what is that called? Tell me the name. Those weightlifters.
Yeah, bodybuilder. Yeah,
bodybuilders, exactly. We don't have bodybuilders in chasing. So personality, protective leader. What's wrong with me? He's treating Legion like his family. Mm-hmm. He's strategic. He's a master tactician, always thinking 3 steps ahead.
Yeah.
Passionate, does everything with intensity, from his work to his relationships. Playful, teasing, flirtatious nature. Patient, composed, and doesn't rush decisions. Honorable, he lives by the Legion code, obviously. Disciplined, strict self-control. Moral compass, upholds a strong sense of justice. Commanding, people trust him to lead them. Flaws, burdened by responsibility. Overprotective, emotionally guarded, perfectionist, intense temper, self-sacrificing, and distrustful.
I love that. I love that. He is. I just no. He doesn't dampen I don't know. He's just not the one. Okay. It was love at first read with Cage. Okay. Because he defended Nera from her crazy ex, and I was like, yeah, win.
And then he kidnaps her.
What's a little kidnap between friends? How tall is Cage?
It's 6'6".
He can do what he wants. He can do what he wants.
Red flags where?
What was that meme? 6'2" and 6'4". There's a difference. He can do what he wants. He's 6'4", 6'6".
Yeah, you all need therapy.
I mean, if someone was going to offer me free therapy, I'd take it.
For once, Gray feels
Feeling
small.
short right now. How tall are you, Gray?
He's 6'4".
6'4" is a good height. You told me last time. 6'4" is fabulous. Because I'm so tall, 6'4" is brilliant. However, Mr. Gray has found his lady love via was it through TikTok that you found each other? Sorry, I'm being totally nosy right now. My bad. We're all friends here. Tell us. 6'5" of boots. Always keep those boots on, darling.
I must say as well, not to blow her trumpet, but she is such a sweet person.
Aww. I tried to stalk her earlier, but I couldn't get to her page, and I was like, I need to do better stalking. How tall are you, Katie? Oh, wait. I love the height questions. I'm such a heightest human being, apparently. I think Gray ran away from my question also.
I think it's because you're a slightly taller girly, aren't you, as well?
Yeah, I think it's always I think like there are so many attractive men who are my height, and I feel like I could almost take advantage. It sounds like a really intense word. I don't think that, but like I'm very much a strong-willed person. I feel like I need to be told to relax sometimes, and I'm not going to take it from a guy who's looking me square in the eye. It's going to be a bit embarrassing. If I'm wearing a pair of heels and you're, where have you gone, sir?
You look like you could bench press him. It's just
That part.
no thanks.
That part. Yeah, see, 5'2". Someone said they were 5'2". That is like tiny. Like, yeah. Whenever I go out with all of my friends, like I'm the protector because I'm so big.
Whenever I'm going out with my friends, I'm the protector and I'm the smallest, the shortest.
There's a name for that.
Yeah, Chihuahua is the name.
I would say Pitbull because they're also quite short too. Is it Pitbull? No. Oh, I don't know. Pitbulls aren't short.
Maybe French Bulldog.
Yeah, there's British ones that are stocky and like powerful. But yeah, Chihuahua's hilarious because they make lots of noise.
Yeah, they pretend to bite.
Yeah, no, they are Satan's dogs. They are not cute.
Oh dear. Yeah. I love that.
I will throw hands. I'm not just protecting.
I
like a little bit of fight. From time to time.
Every now and again.
Yeah. Bit of a rough and tough.
I love that. Well, I like your pajama set or your top's nice. Looks very cozy. Shah, sorry, I'm just staring at
Yeah.
very comfortable.
It's a bit different for me.
I know it's not quite loud enough as far as I'm concerned for you.
I know, but I'm loving yours. That could almost pass as a top.
I walked to the shop in it earlier, not one F to give. And it's got matching bottoms. And I just went to the shop just like this. I felt seen. Okay, right. Before we speak for like 4 hours aimlessly, we have to talk about Lizzie Stanley and her book, What we deserve. Now, Christina, you didn't read along with us, so if you don't want to be here anymore, that is absolutely fine. We've loved having you.
I have to go to sleep anyway.
Yeah, that's why we need to talk about what we need to talk about. Well, darling, I'm so grateful that you came on. Like, I can't tell you how much I love your book in words. I'm not that good with them. Keep them coming, keep working hard, and keep giving me sneak peeks of things too.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me, and maybe we do it another time.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. See you, girls.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Oh gosh. Okay, darling. I have been struggling, babes. I've been struggling. So we read Lizzie Stanley's What We Deserve. Is that correct? What We Deserve. I've done that right.
We most definitely did.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to tell you, I really enjoyed this book for so many reasons.
Yeah.
But because we've been so busy, my brain struggled to focus on reading.
Yeah.
The book didn't have me in a chokehold. But I had to read it. It was so engrossing. Like, great characters, great villains, and even the FMC. I mean, I always find FMC is quite annoying, but that's because she's always sleeping with my man. But even like the way she dealt with her trauma.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
She was. I read it all in a day. I was obsessed from beginning to end. I loved Eli. I felt he was very patient, especially with Dean, because obviously Dean, his cousin, is deaf.
Yeah.
The fact that she learned sign language to speak to him, I just think so sweet.
It's the kind of thing I think I want to do in theory. And I've always been a little bit obsessed with sign language because I think it's such a... I mean, there's a whole group of people that I can't speak to simply because I don't know sign language. And I think that's quite, like, hard to process. I've seen this. I know a girl, she did it. And she was doing a Instagram post, and she was... one of her competition winners was... British Sign Language. She was deaf, and it was just yeah. So and she did sign, and I think it's just such a beautiful thing. So yeah, when she started learning, and I was just like, it gave me the fire to try again.
Yeah, it was beautiful. The only thing I think it's Dean's story that's next.
Yes,
and I love Dean.
Yeah,
but mine's between Leo and the other tattooist. I can't remember her name.
Shady.
Yeah. Because there's obviously fire there for both of them. She's with that absolute nimwit.
Yeah.
God knows why. Considering how fire she is.
Yeah.
I don't understand that dynamic, so I want to know what happens. I feel with him as well, with Leo, I feel he's kind of... He makes everybody laugh to make himself feel better. And I know so many characters like that are actually really put other people's feelings in front of themselves. 100%. And that's why I think I love him. I'm just, I can't wait to read their story.
I completely agree. Like, I feel like Eli, he was everybody's protector, if that makes sense. Like, the way he worried about Leo, the way he, obviously looked after our FMC. What the hell is her name? I can't remember anyone's name.
I know. I've actually got Kindle here, so...
Yeah, if you can tell me her name. The way he looked after the FMC, the way he dealt with her, again, like her trauma, the way he dealt with Dean's trauma. Like, just, there was so much pain within this book.
Yeah.
I could not, like... I had to know what was coming next. I had to see the end of the villain. And I also really wanted to slap the friend or the fake friend. Like, honey, No. Someone doesn't do what she did, aka relocate, just for banter.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So you've got to think, if someone's going to go to that extent, you don't just relay information. Like, keep your mouth shut, drink water and mind your business, as they say.
How far did you get in it?
I read it all.
So you got to the end?
Yeah, I did. I finished it. So I would say I rate that book, I'm going to say a 3.5, because also I had to wait for the smut. Like, too much. I think obviously everybody has their angles. Every author will write differently. You do what you want, babe. I really enjoyed the book. It was great. If there was just a sprinkle more smut, it would have pushed me. But
It's Emily.
oh yeah.
Emily and Eli.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
And I'd go as far as to say I wouldn't have minded a pregnancy thing in that. And I know how much I say I hate
yes.
If I'd have found out them two were pregnant, I would have been like, yay. Perfect.
Right, I would have actually upped it probably to a 4.2 if they had. But then if you've got Dean's book and Leo's book, you never know, it might sneak in there. But Dean's book is already done though, isn't it?
I think they're all out now.
Oh. But yeah,
I know Dean's is.
We never know. And it's like I remember reading, I think it's Ryan's World or Ryan something, and they did like a Christmas special, so that wouldn't go amiss. Joan, are you excited about getting some reviews back for the arc? I personally can't wait to start reading it.
Oh, book 3's out.
Oh, they're all out. Love that.
Yeah, that came out in August last year.
So we must be late to the party with Lizzie. We'll have to do some deep diving into her.
I thought it was quite funny as well that we've read 2 tattoo books in a row as well.
What do you mean?
Chasing Obsession, she's got the tattoo studio, hasn't she?
Oh yeah, of course she has.
When I started reading it and she was like tattooing her name on page, I was like, oh.
Like, this is what I mean, hun. How do you not think that that's just adorable? He quite literally, he just bowled in there, brass as...
I know. How's that going to work at functions if she ends up with Damien? The fact that Cage has her name.
Well, yeah. Why do you have your brother's partner tattooed to you? I thought your smiley face was an someone sent me an emoji. It's just your nails. You know, I love Chasing Obsession. It was so good. I felt like the whole time I was reading it, I didn't know what was going to happen next. You know, like the chaotic vibes of that book meant I could have just kept reading and not been like, now what do I do? Now what's next? Oh, I know what's coming next.
I tell you what I didn't ask, and I'm so gutted I didn't. What's going on with Neera's dad? Is that going to be like another series? Because her dad, I think he was Russian, weren't he? And she said she doesn't know her dad or what he does, and he lives in the country. And I was like, oh,
that is such a leading tidbit to throw in there. Damn it, woman.
I know, that totally went out of my brain.
I don't think Joan's here anymore because that is a question.
Yeah, she's still.
Maybe she has some inside knowledge. That is such a good question. Girl. I'll ask her. I will ask her, but I can't text right now because my phone is watching me. What do you rate? Sorry, being chaotic and jumping back to What We Deserve. What do you rate the book? Give me some stars.
3.5.
Yeah, just keep it there. Like it was great. It was heartwarming.
It was easy. It wasn't. It was good, but I feel like it missed a few things that I love.
Yeah. Didn't tick a few of your boxes.
Yeah, it was just a nice. I call it palette cleansers, and that's what it felt like for that.
Yeah, I love a good palette cleanser though. When you've read something like Chasing, sometimes you need a breather.
When I read that book after texting you, I was like, right, Dark Room, that was insane.
I tell you one thing that I did keep like questioning was what's with the Star Trek. Like I get it. Like it's okay. Like her differences, her coming back into herself and all that jazz. Like that was beautiful stuff. But I got that with the haircut and the outfit changes, and I was happy when they went to the first shop to replace what she had lost, what was thrown away. I loved that. Did I then need weekly, bi-weekly game? I was like, okay. There was a lot. I think there was a lot of you know when you can say like this book could have been so many 100 pages if they had just taken out some of the extra seasoning. It was great, but it was just extra words, isn't it? It wasn't. There was no point because we got it. You know, I say that we got it the first time you told me. I don't need you to tell me that he was 6'4" every other sentence. Like I got it.
Right.
That was like a similar thing. Like I understood that she was obsessed with it, and I didn't need to hear it.
So true.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that would be a question that I'm going to put down for authors next time. Like, do you think we forget? Do they think we forget? Is it just to draw our attention back to it or away from something else that's meant to be happening? Like, I don't know. But I don't like repeating myself to my son. So repeating myself reading, I'm like, why are we doing it?
I've already read that.
Yeah. I haven't forgotten. I think that's what it is. It's like they're reminding me of something that because their writing is so good and it was so in depth the first time, I don't need another page and a half to remind me of something that you'd given me beforehand.
Agreed. Shall we see if anybody wants to come up that knows us?
Yeah.
I will say who knows us because if I don't say that, we just get
absolutely random. I would invite Sam. She would absolutely love it. However, she doesn't read, so it might just be a little bit odd. Will Gray come on? Is he still here? I can't see.
Are you from Gray to come in?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm ready. He got me all hot and flustered last time. Behave.
It's a weird time where he is.
Oh, okay.
Takes 7.
Super early or super late?
I think it's 3 p.m, but it's still working.
Oh. Booked and busy.
I know. We didn't agree on a book for next week, did we? No, we did. Sorry, my brain.
Right, what is it? It's called... I don't have...
Violent Hours.
Violent Hours. It's loaded up on my book. I have to smash through Happy ASAP because I have to know. Because
it is. That's the
9th.
Oh my god. I'm on the 3rd.
You're on number 3.
Right.
You just finished number 3. I'm like balls deep.
I will finish Toxic. And then I might revisit Violent Hours because I loved it.
You don't have time to revisit Violent Hours, babe.
I know.
you've got arcs and all sorts to be
Oh my god, I know.
catching up with. You've got three of S.R. Clarke's books to catch up with.
I need to write that down at the top of my list, don't I?
It's imperative at this point.
But yeah, so obviously NAMCD will be should be coming up. They will be coming on, but it won't be on camera, so
that's fine.
Be able to answer our questions and stuff.
We can have a masquerade. We can have a masquerade ball. Do you have a mask?
Oh, we could work that. They're from Australia, so
that's dodge time then, won't it?
I think it's really early morning, but they're still going to come on just to talk about the book, which is good.
Yes, I'm here for it. That is dedication to the cause. So we are reading Violent Hours by
NAMCD.
NAMCD. That's a lot.
And it's
so did you say it was a fantasy? No, wait.
So it is a vampire wreck, and just a bit about it, which you'll find on the back anyway. He's basically, he is a well-known billionaire that owns hotels and stuff, and she's been fantasizing over him for a very long time, but doesn't know her daddy has secretly promised her to him when she turns 25.
Oh.
The rest.
Listen, now, I don't mean to be, ungrateful, but why on earth has my father or some boy that I've met, why hasn't their family said to me, I'll give you 5 million if you leave my son? Like, I'm worth like shooing away for a few mil.
Yeah.
Why has that not happened to me? Why has my dad not sold me off to a mafia boss? Like, what on earth is going on here? Why do some other girls get all the fun?
We can do it here if you want.
Yeah. So I'm looking to be sold. I need a dowry. Is it dowry or whatever? But yeah, old school. No, obviously I really, let's just say before I'm stalked and stolen, I really like my life. Please don't actually take me. But feel free to give me money.
Oh.
No, I don't know. So Violent Hours, he's rich, she gets sold, I get to read this while you catch up with some stuff.
I'm so behind, aren't I? So I've got S.R. Clarke to start. Yeah. L.G. Campbell's rest of her MC to finish.
Yeah, to catch up on. I mean, I wouldn't say you needed to rush with LG because Happy isn't the last one either.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
So you still got a ways to go.
I love that. Love it. So Sydney is almost 9 a.m. That's insane.
Well, that's not bad. Unless she's got like school runs and stuff to be doing.
So it'll be Saturday for them, won't it? Will it?
Yes. I mean, it'll be Saturday for us if we stayed up super duper late.
It's tomorrow there also. So yeah, it will be Saturday morning.
Yeah, so it's already Saturday there.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. No. My head is going to explode. Please don't. Please don't do this to me. Let's have a look. Right, Sam, are you still here, my friend?
Let's have a look. Oh,
yes. I don't know if I can do it. Let's request her. Let's see if she's camera ready. I want to ask her some questions.
Can you invite?
I can't. I'm not allowed. I'm a mere guest.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh, we've got Mooney in as well.
Who's that? Sorry, we've got whom? What do you mean? No. Yes,
she
no.
was in your live through the week
Hey,
when we were talking about the books.
excellent.
Well,
I don't think Sam wants to come live. She's
oh, bless her.
chickening out on me. How was your poll session, by the way? Sam, that is, casually. You have a dog?
Yes. That is me. I don't know if she thinks she is because she's a little tiny cavapoo. She's not scary.
Eat, girl, eat.
Yeah, you eat.
So I've known Sam since I was 22. I had basically just gotten out of my first big relationship. I say big, we were children, but whatever. First heartbreak. And I saw this Facebook post, obviously Facebook was all the rage then. I saw this Facebook picture of this woman hanging upside down, looking sensational on a pole. And I was like, this stuff's allowed on Facebook? What? I messaged her instantly. Never met her before in my life. And I was just like, how do I do this? I want to learn. Like, teach me, Yoda. I want to learn. And we've been friends ever since. I'm basically auntie to both of her children, bridesmaids at a wedding, like the whole shebang. Like, we are besties. And I learnt pole. I then taught pole. It became business that I did. I qualified as a PT so I could teach pole. Like, she's been such a huge part of my life.
I love that.
And yeah, she was the one that helped me with the banner. The banner.
And the ever supportive. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Aww. It's a really fabulous story, isn't it? But yeah. And I can't wait to get back. I say get back on the pole, like the fitness levels of pole, like for pole fitness. Ooh. It's painful. Yeah. Have you ever done a pole class?
I don't know, but I think when I say
don't know. Really don't know.
You know, when you're just like when you're younger and you've been really drunk and it's just let's swing around a lamppost, stupid things like that. But like, I don't think people understand the actual muscle mass that you need to keep yourself up there. Like, it's insane. Hats off to anyone that can do that.
My very first lesson, I was like an eager beaver, let's say. So the way that it was set up, I think there was 4 poles in the studio. So you had the beginners, the intermediates, the advanced, and obviously there was just that extra pole for spare to spread out. So obviously when I was a beginner, like Sam came and she was like showing us all the beginner stuff and I was nailing it. And I was like, yeah, I'm doing it. And then I was, she moved on to the pole and I basically just followed her into the intermediates pole. It was just like that, watched her and did it. And some of the stuff I did, some of the stuff I didn't. Went to the advanced pole. I don't remember being very good at the advanced stuff, but I gave it a damn good try. And I think that was why we then really became friends, because I was so determined to be a nutter. Like, I think it was the post-breakup, I don't give a shit attitude. And I literally was just climbing up and down that pole like I'd been doing it for years. I loved it. And I had so many people from my very small town be like, oh, she's a stripper. And I was just like, I wish I'd make so much more money. I would not still be living at home and driving a Corsa. But yeah, I don't think I ever could. Not because, just for my own insecurities, I don't think I could ever do it. But I am so jealous of those girls that can and do.
We've got our very own star.
I am. Well, Sam's more star than me. But,
There's still time.
There is still time. I think we should start an over 35 strip club. And let's see what the clientele would be. Could do it. 30s and over. I think we'd nail it. In this economy, we'd need to. Hey, darling.
Welcome back, Amelia.
Good to say goodnight to the boyfriend. That was a very long goodnight, darling. Is he going to work?
Mooney, did you mean to press that invite button? If you did, we can accept, but let me know. I don't want you to be like laying in your bed like, and then I press.
Oh, you had to pack his lunch. You're a cutie, ain't you? See, this is why you're also a girlfriend. I don't do nice things for people, apparently. That's a very sweet thing to do.
Have you decided on your next read yet, Amelia?
Great. We're going to be telling your new lady that she needs to make you lunch. You think that's sweet?
She's a book top girly too.
Is she? Yeah. See, I saw. That's why I wanted to stalk her profile. No, not yet. Not sure what to read next. I still haven't sent you my book rec, so I'm so sorry. I'm the worst big sister ever. I apologize. But you didn't remind me also, and I am old and you need to remind me of these things. Oh, 3 a.m. Savage.
Early
doors. Yeah. Oh. Right now. Okay, so we're starting a 13 over strip club. Oh, D.A. White just entered as I said that, so hi. Nice to have you here. I can't wait for you to go to I can't wait to read it. I almost feel like we need to go to bed now so I can start. Probably what happened. Oh, that's a deep question. So if you liked Declan, which who couldn't like Declan? What else? I mean, first of all, look out for Joan's next stuff because you have to. I feel like you would like. I'm trying to remember their names. It's my hardest thing. The hardest things. Anybody have any light, dark romances for our newbie?
What about Lights Out?
Lights Out is a good one. Amelia, if you have, don't do age appropriate stuff. I want everything. Darling, it's not even about age appropriate. I'm just trying not to scar you for life. It's like, no, I need to thicken your skin first. Lights Out is great. If you have Spotify, Amelia, listen to it because it's hilarious.
Yeah, it is. D.A. White says, if you're looking for a new fantasy, my debut just broke its goal on Kickstarter.
Kickstarter? I don't have Kickstarter.
Dragons, magic and spice, everything nice. Oh, that's...
Sounds like a bit of you, darling.
Right.
And I love spice, so if it's got a decent amount of spice in it, I will probably read it too. Look at her, straight on the Kindle. You might really like. I think you should like the God series, or is it Lord series? No, God of Fury and blah blah blah, all those dudes.
I forgot. Oh. So Gray told me to read this book the other day and I've totally not even put it in my Kindle yet.
Little doll.
Really excited to read this.
Skip light dark and go to pitch black. I see. Well, I told her to just go straight for Haunting and Hunting Adeline. I think because that's such a well-known one, and it's quite like some of the things in there are really quite dark. But everyone gasped at me. The Auntie Flex one, and everyone gasped at me. So I was just like, okay. And then I remembered how much I liked Declan, and there's real elements of shadiness in that book.
Just the right amount.
Just the right amount, just to get you started.
I don't know why the Kindle's playing up, but I'm going to write
Paper,
it.
darling. Pen and paper.
What it is.
Ooh, you're at 7.1k for likes. Everybody tap the screen. When let's get to 10k for you. Let's do that. Tap away. Okay, Amelia. Ah, thanks, baby girl. Got some roses.
Oh.
Honestly, I can't believe my day today. Like, it has been super.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
What? Please, I do. Tell me.
Sam's comment. And thank you, C.R. Johnson, if that's about...
Sam's comment, was it not allowed?
It says, what's the most unhinged or toxic book romance you've ever read, and what did you secretly love most?
Oh, that's exposing some raw veins, isn't it? I've really got a thing for why choose. Now, I have never had more than one dude at a time. I hands up, that's me. But that whole why choose, I wouldn't say that was, I mean, it's got to be unhinged, hasn't it? Because you don't have to choose. Like, 4 sausages and 1 bun is quite a lot to deal with. And I think I loved the fact that with those books, with a good why choose, and you've got 4 completely different, or 3 or 4 completely different male characters, you have everything you need in all these individual men. So Luna Pierce, oh my gosh, I've never spoken about Luna Pierce on here. Amelia, Luna Pierce, look up Luna Pierce. She's got some great books. Anyway, let me start. Luna Pierce, she does some why chooses, and it's a girl and her best friend. They go out. She stumbles across a guy she hasn't seen in years, and he was like one of her first loves, blah, blah, blah. She goes back to the same bar, finds another very attractive man. Oh no, she's like doing her day job, comes across a very attractive man. Like that, them book, like you don't have to choose. There's just so many personalities. And as a woman, when you need a golden retriever, when you need someone to put you in your place, when you need somebody to, be soft with you or whatever, and you've just got all of that. I love it. Why chooses? Absolutely love it. Yeah. Never King.
Oh, I adored the Never King books.
Love Possessive too. See, if you go for a good why choose, they have Possessive, they have the golden retriever, and they have the cheeky chappy. You just can't fail, unless the book's trash, that is. But yeah. What's your answer, Sam's question?
Oh. So mine we've already spoke about, and I can't even remember the name of it. I want to say it's along the lines of Dollface or something like that. It's that little small book that looks dead cute, and everyone thinks, oh look, it's dead pretty. The worst thing I have ever read. I gagged, I choked, No.
But gagging and choking is usually a good thing.
No, it's vile. It's
But you didn't take anything out of that and go, oh yeah,
No,
no,
absolutely
nothing.
Let's just, I'll put something into context for you. And I can't say it, it's not to be said. It involved a tube somewhere and she had to...
Oh yeah, you have told me this
Yeah.
before. And
It was
there's
just...
no way I'm giving a manual colonic irrigation, let's say.
And then I read that and I was like, it can't get worse. And then it got worse. And then I thought, right, that's enough now. Surely not. It's a tiny book. There's like 90 pages. No, it got worse. Every single page. It was wild.
The beginning of Sabotage had me almost stop reading. I don't know if you know, you haven't, because you haven't gone down Chantal Tessier route. Oh, what now? Okay. Don't ask us to relive it. So yeah, and I think there was a part in that where she had to clean the floor because things were leaking out of places, and I was just like, with her, I was like, I don't care how beautiful you want to write these books, how flowery you want to make the words, how amazing you want to discuss it. That stuff does not taste that nice. No. So for you to then, I mean, I know some people like degradation. I like reading some degradation, but that was too much for me. But I did read the rest of the book and I flipping frothed over it. It was great.
I think that's us too, isn't it? So C.I. Johnson says, I don't have triggers, I have icks, and that is... Yeah. We don't have any triggers either, but yeah, icks.
I've not found anything that has triggered me. Maybe because I haven't had anything to... I think obviously for anything to do with kids, that would. Obviously I have a son, blah, 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 and I'm quite a protective person. So I've always been quite maternal. It is unhygienic, sorry, yes. Absolutely. So I think that would be a trigger for me. I think I was more triggered by A Boy Called It than I have been by anything else that I've read.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the ick is real. The ick can actually make me put down a book, I think, if it's just that terrible. I love that. I don't have triggers. I have icks. I love it.
Yeah, that is perfectly thought.
Yes, and it's right in the beginning. Portrayal of MH.
Mental health.
Oh right, yeah. My trigger is that. Yeah. Sorry, I'm a bit tense. Yeah, no, I think when it's handled badly, when somebody doesn't actually understand what they're trying, they've just put it in the book because it's a buzzword at the minute. You can really tell when someone doesn't actually understand the actual mental health itself. They haven't done enough research. I think we're talking about mental health with MH. Please correct me if we are incorrect. But somebody who's either been through it, has had a close friend who's been through it, to actually know like real nuances about a health issue. I think.
Yeah, I totally get that. When it's written like that in a book, they do seem to become across as violent, which I don't think's...
Yeah, that's not always the key. I like 100% agree. When someone doesn't actually have a clue about the mental health issue itself, like really, like firsthand or closely secondhand, I think you need to, as an author, do it justice in that sense. Don't just write it because everyone's talking about it.
That's one thing I loved about Lizzie Stanley's book.
Yeah. She did.
Yeah.
Really,
the way
she
wrote about that mental health for them against the gun crime in America was...
Yeah. Oh yeah, the gun. Yeah, I can't even with that. But she actually had, obviously, Dean's like heartbreaking situation, and then obviously Emily herself. Emily.
Yeah, Emily.
Sorry. That has the way, like I said, that she didn't choke us with her, you know, getting over it or moving on or growing strength or healing from it. She didn't choke us with it. It appeared in the correct circumstances, and it just wasn't her entire identity, even though it was a big part of how she got there in the first place. You know, why she is who she is.
Tony's here.
Tony,
There you go.
welcome.
Like the whole Amber Icky and the BPD, it was said that's why she did all that stuff. I have BPD and I wouldn't do that in someone's bed. No, I totally get that. I think it's wrong for portraying it, especially somebody, if you haven't got someone with BPD, it kind of makes you think that everybody is like that, and that is such a shame. Butcher and Blackbird, yes, I love it. I absolutely love it. I love the fact that it's a dark romance, but there's humour in it, and I love humour in dark romance. I think it's just A-class. Their banter together is absolutely insane. Like, the only thing I have to say, if you eat ice cream after that, you are seriously not well in the head.
I haven't read Butcher and the Blackbird. It was, I think, high up on my TBR when I first joined Book Talk, but I've lost it. I don't know where it's gone in my TBR now. It's just not.
I think our thing is now, because we're so focused on indie authors, Bryn's so well known, we've kind of like avoided anybody that is well known at the moment. We're focusing more on people that just deserve a bit more limelight at the minute.
Yeah, I really felt like this whole boycotting KU really made me really irritated, because people were saying like, oh yeah, you know, stick it to the man. I get that, but it's not just the man that suffered. In fact, he doesn't suffer. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would rather not stick it to anyone in that sense. But yeah, like, I've had Kindle Unlimited for, I would say 2 years. I don't know where I would want to take my content that I paid for. I'd rather buy I buy my trophy books because I found the authors that I like, and then I buy it.
Yeah.
And no one can take my physical book away from me. And they're not taking it away from me. They're just making it stay where it is. I don't know. I think there's only so people that will print an indie author's book and start doing wayward crap with it. And because it's an indie author, there no publishing house is coming after them. Nobody is, you know, I don't know. I can't deal with.
No, I totally agree. C.R. Johnson said it hurts us authors more than some. Totally.
We're not here for that, and we've definitely, I think, almost subconsciously with the book club gone for indie authors, whether they're old or new. Do you know what I mean? I'm a big fan of trying to. I've always been an underdog lover, though. I can't lie.
Yeah, me too. I think there's so many beautiful books out there that people
are missing out
because it's not out there. It's such a shame.
Not that we're saying not to read it, Amelia. Please read it. It
is insane. It is such a good book.
So I was talking. Christina mentioned it the other day, and I just said to her, "You need to keep plugging. You need to keep plugging." But getting zeros across the board must be so disheartening.
But I think as well, it's all good, and I don't mean this to sound rude coming across. It's all good the author posting this, because we all know an author's going to love their own book, but the fact is it's the reviews that they need those book talk accounts pushing them out there, doing the reviews, saying how good they are, so people will then read them because they know that person reads good books.
It's really like when a song goes to #1 in the charts and it's come from TikTok. You know, we've got a massive community here with, you know, Book Talk, and we're almost turning our nose up at the people trying to break into the scene, and it just makes me sad a little bit.
Yeah, it does me.
I think, yeah, that might be a tense one, staring at that. I'm the same with some like likes and views sometimes. Like if I put my heart and soul into a post, or I find out myself I'm absolutely hilarious, and then no one gets to see it, it's just like, oh, well, that was worth none of my time.
I find that an issue on here though. If you're doing something absolutely stupid, you will get the likes, you will get all the engagement. It's when you're doing something a bit more serious that people kind of like bypass it.
See, my cousin, she used to do, she doesn't come on quite so much anymore, but she's got some really extremely random videos. Now, I find them completely hilarious. Like, they're great. She's a hilarious person. And she's got views coming out of her butthole. The other day, she sent me like, oh, something must have happened to TikTok, because she scrolled through like 3 pages and she had all of these new followers. And she was like, I've not been on TikTok for ages. And I was just like, what? And I'm trying here. I do love it here. I can't lie. I have all of my like book talk stuff here, and then Instagram. I'm not a completely different person, but that's like everyday me outside of books.
Fibro author has put, I got the top 200 on ranking on Amazon. Then when it dropped, I got very down. Oh my god, that's absolutely insane.
We love that for you. Hopefully it all picks back up.
What is your book about as well? And what is your name? Because I feel really rude calling you Fibro author. Unless you'd rather me call you that, like, that's totally fine.
Awesome. Congratulations. Yeah, what should we call you? I'm pressing things I shouldn't press, as per always. Nothing new. Alice. I love it.
Oh, you are right up Anita Street with that mafia.
2 spicy mafia and 1 romance. Then, girl, you just got added to the TBR. I'm pretty sure I follow you already, no?
What does your author name come under, so we can have a nosy?
Yes, I mean, we're already friends. Obviously. Obviously.
Alice Bishop.
Please send me that list when you're done.
I will.
So I'm going to tell our 10 people who are in the room. Hi. Me and Shah want to basically lift our lives, and we're going to take it to another platform, just so that if you ever want to watch again, or if you missed something and you want to go back, like, did you miss the author, did you miss the beginning bit, did you miss half a joke or what have you, that means you can go to our other platform and watch the whole thing. And hopefully we will list the books that were recommended, the authors that we spoke with, and obviously their information. It just means it's going to turn into a massive book recommendation, and you don't miss a thing. So that will be, drum roll please, I joke, it's going to be on YouTube. Tried and tested YouTube, if I could figure out how to get the videos on there. Working on it with my limited computer skills, but it will be, our handle is at Shady BC, and it will come up. Is that the one with the underscore? I can't remember. I will post. I'll post about it, so you'll have to have a look. And at least then, if you're out, if you miss something, you'll be able to get over to our YouTube page, which the lovely Sam helped us with our logo and our banner. It looks fit, by the way. And yeah, we just want to do more. Like, our brains both work in two completely different circles, but they work perfectly in sync. And this is just it's snowballing and we're going with it. We've just decided to let it happen as every crazy idea falls from our mouths. But yeah, YouTube is the first one, and as soon as I get it up, get the first video, which will be our first week, so we're always going to be like a week behind. So again, if you're looking for any of the book recommendations, we're going to hopefully list them all and have it all written down so that you can keep up with, because sometimes with these lives it all goes really fast, and you miss something that someone said or something that was mentioned. So yeah, we'll try and get it all written down so that you've got like almost a library of our crazy antics. And thank you so much for those of you that have that are willing. And as soon as I remember, because I've been saying Shady Book Club _ blah, 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 for about a billion times a day for the last week, hence why I struggled to actually finish a 300-page book nearly in a week, because my brain has been going all over the shop. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm very excited.
Also, Amelia, I don't know if you fancy it, maybe for next week. I don't know if you caught before that we are doing the book for next week is The Violent Hours, which is by NAMCD. So if you do want to read it with us, and then next week come back on Friday and we can discuss it with you.
Violent Hours. So that would be your first like vampire. I think you'll have to pin that, Shah. I can't do anything. Yeah, so that's what we'll be reading. Again, everybody's welcome to read along and come and give us their 2 pence. We love it. And then yeah, next week we will be, if you are an author and you want us to if you want to get involved and come live and talk with us, please, my inbox is always open. And if all of the fake sugar daddies can find it, so can you. I'm here for it.
What we want to say as well, you don't have to physically come on the camera if you don't want to. If you just want to sit there with your camera off, mic on, absolutely fine as well. We will have the person next week that is coming on will not have a camera on, which we are totally fine with, like each to their own, whatever makes you feel comfortable, we're happy to do.
Same questions, same vibe, same time, same place.
Oh, yes.
We are here for it.